Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lily if you're new here. So as you might have noticed, I've had my hair cut. I had about 12 inches cut off, I think, which is quite a lot, but I was just ready for it to be chopped off. It was too long, it was taking ages to wash and dry, but I'm actually really enjoying having short hair. Well, this is short for me, but it's probably not short for a lot of people. Just quickly, I am filming in mostly natural light today, so if the lighting changes a little bit, that's why. And it's a little bit brighter on this side of my face because that's where my window is, so sorry about that, but I just wanted to make use of the glorious sunny weather today. So yeah, today's video is all about Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. So this is the box that it comes in, and this was actually £34, which is around the same price as her other foundations that she sells. But bearing in mind this isn't actually marketed as a foundation, it's more of a, I don't know, we're gonna find out, but I think it's more of a BB cream, CC cream kind of situation. So first impressions, the box is beautiful as always. The packaging is always beautiful with Charlotte Tilbury, and it says on the front, for a superstar youth glow, and then on the back it says the future has arrived, Hollywood Flawless Filter, a magical new flawless filter for the best skin of your life, enriched with lamella filler, which acts like a digitally enhanced filter for your skin. It soft focuses, perfects and illuminates for a dewy, flawless superstar youth glow. So the directions say apply all over the face as a flawless filter or on top of foundation if you want extra coverage. So yeah, this sounds like the kind of thing that gives you a little bit of coverage, but it's not a foundation by any means. So this has been out for quite a while now, but I have had my eye on it for ages and I've wanted to try it out, so that's what I'm doing today. And from what I've seen from other people trying this online is it looks like it's sort of almost a liquid highlighter that goes all over your face, like it really illuminates, makes your skin look dewy and fresh and glowing. So yeah, that's what I am intrigued about. So let's open it up, and this is the bottle inside. So just for comparison, this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter and this is my Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So this is the size comparison of them. So this bottle is a little bit shorter and they are both actually 30 milliliters. So it is the same amount of product, just in a different shaped bottle and a slightly shorter size. And obviously this one's frosted and this one's a shiny glass. Oh, and by the way, I got the shade number 1 Fair. So I'm just going to apply this on my bare skin with nothing on it, no primer, no foundation, no anything. I just want to see how it performs on my skin and whether it's going to cover all of my blemishes. I have really broken out recently since I've started working 8-hour shifts with a mask on all day, so that's really not helped, but it's going to be a good test to see whether these get covered at all or whether it's literally just an illuminating effect. So yeah, this is a bit of a close-up of my skin before in all its spotty glory. So let's unscrew the lid and see. I forgot that it was actually a doe foot applicator. I was expecting one of those spatula type things, but yeah, now I remember it's got a doe foot and it's quite a chunky doe foot. I'm just going to zoom you in quickly. That's a bit better, so now you can see what I'm doing. So I'm not really sure how much to put on, but I'm probably just going to use it as if I was using a foundation and then see if I need to add any more. That's interesting. So I've only swiped it a couple of times and already it feels like there's nothing left on there. I don't know if you can see, so it doesn't seem to hold much product on the doe foot, but I'm just going to dip it back in and give it a real sort of swirl around. So yeah, it really doesn't hold much product, so I don't know if that would annoy you having to keep re-dipping and re-applying, so that's just something to note. So yeah, I'm just going to go with that amount for now. It might even be too much, but we'll see. This is how much I want to start with. And I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge and start blending it in on this side of my face. Yeah, that does look really glowy actually so far. Not much coverage at all like I expected, but we'll keep going. Can you see how glowy my skin looks? I look a bit like a Tin Man. So that's how it's looking on that side of my face. Hopefully you can tell even with the dodgy lighting. And I'm just going to try and go in on the other side with a brush to see whether that leaves any more coverage on my skin. So to be honest, in terms of application, both sides look pretty much exactly the same, so I wouldn't say that the sponge soaked up a whole lot of the product and the coverage, so in future I'd probably, you know, use either or. But yeah, this isn't a huge amount of coverage. I think it definitely has evened out my skin tone a little bit, but not to the point where I'd be super happy with it. You can definitely still see a lot of my redness and spots around my chin area, so yeah, definitely not the amount of coverage that I would be happy wearing out with my skin in this condition. Yeah, I think I want to try and go back over with another layer, see if that adds any more coverage, and hopefully it doesn't make me look like a glowing orb. But yeah, I do definitely like the finish of it so far. So let's blend in that as a second layer. So there we go, that's how the second layer is looking now it's all blended out. I think it has added a tiny bit more coverage, not loads, and definitely added more glow as well. But yeah, I think it actually looks really nice. It's definitely made me look really healthy and glowing. It does make me look a bit like I have just slathered my face in a whole load of moisturiser though, so there is that. The only slight issue is with this amount of glowiness and shininess, I guess, is it does really sort of accentuate the texture on your skin. So at the moment I have quite a lot of texture with my spottiness around my chin area, so I think that does sort of accentuate that a bit. So yeah, you might not like this if you have really textured skin, because I think a matte product would probably work better for you in terms of not picking up and accentuating all your textured areas. I think how I probably would want to wear this is definitely when I'm having a better skin day, but also I'm thinking I'm just going to go in with concealer on my under eyes and sort of around the areas with a bit more redness to really even out my skin tone a little bit more. And then it's sort of like having the best of both worlds, because you have the glowy natural looking skin as your base, but then you have covered up the areas that you want concealed with concealer. So I think that's how I'm going to go about it. So I'm just going to take my Lasting Perfection concealer and go under my eyes and around my chin and any other areas that I want to spot conceal, and I'll blend it out. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling a bit happier with the coverage now, and I think I'm just going to go in with a bit of powder under my eyes where they crease and a little bit on my T-zone, but I do want to leave the rest of it as looking really glowy and natural looking, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think that's how I'm going to leave the skin looking. I just want to add a bit of bronzer and blush and all of that, but unfortunately I don't have any cream bronzer or blush in my collection at the moment. I do want to get them, but I don't have any right now, so I'm going to see if I can apply some powder bronzer and blush over the top of this, even though it is kind of tacky because it's not fully set with powder, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so overall that wasn't that bad. I did manage to get the powder products to blend out. Yes, it was a little bit harder than usual. The brush was sort of dragging and sticking a little bit because obviously I did have that tackiness to my face because it wasn't set with powder already. But that being said, I did get it to blend out, and I do feel like it still looks really glowy despite the fact that I have just blended quite a lot of powder products onto my face. So yeah, so that's good knowing that the glowiness stays even if you add products to the top of it. Okay, so now I think I'm just gonna finish up my makeup, add some mascara, some lip gloss and whatnot, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Yeah, I did get a bit carried away with the eyeshadow and everything, but let's not talk about it. I was going for a natural look. It didn't end up like that. So anyway, what do I think overall of this Hollywood Flawless filter? Well, I'm not 100% blown away by it. I was expecting to be, I don't know, really impressed and like, wow, this has changed my skin, I look amazing, because it's been so hyped up online that I guess I was just expecting like, wow, my skin looks like I've just been born or something. I don't know. It is nice and I think it does give a lovely glow, and it's a nice natural wash of colour, so it does even out your skin tone a little bit and adds a little bit of coverage. But I don't know, I just don't think I would use it at the moment with my skin currently the way it is. Like I said, it does pick up on the texture, and I think I would just prefer to go for, say, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation or something instead at the moment, because it's matte and it is full coverage, so I think that would just work better for me at the moment. Saying that though, I do think this would look really gorgeous if you're having a great skin day, or if you just have great skin in general and you have pretty much no blemishes or texture or anything like that. Maybe you just need a little bit of your skin tone evening out and to add a bit of a healthy glow, then I think this would be amazing for you. But I guess the only other way I would probably use this is actually to mix it into a foundation that I'm going to be applying to add a bit more of a radiance to it, or even to add it on top of a foundation like it says on the packaging. You can add it as an extra layer over the top, so that might be the way which I would prefer to use this, certainly at the moment. So yeah, is it worth it? I'm not 100% blown away, like I said. You make your call. Do you think my skin looks beautiful and it's worth getting? In which case, go for it, but I don't know. I'm undecided. But yeah, here's a little close-up of my skin now that my makeup's all finished. So yeah, that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you were looking for an opinion on this product to see whether it's worth getting or not, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button down below. It really helps me out. And also consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please subscribe, and I will be posting more beauty style videos as well as fashion. And if you like that kind of stuff, then stick around. But for now, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!